2, 1. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to ACG, where we're just a couple gamers. It's your boy Smooth.
Hello, everyone. You got Afrath here.
Hello, it's Vadim here.
And this is episode, I think 33. I'm not even sure at this point. All I know is this is a free-to-play guide, and we're here for your guys' enjoyment today, and also so the players who want to save some money but still enjoy the game have that option. And today we're going to talk about all the important things that you need to know in order to be a free-to-play player and still rise to the top of the Mafia rankings in the criminal underworld of War Elite. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing good.
I'm very
It's been a busy day for me.
Yeah? What's been going on, man?
A lot of work, back from vacation.
Heard that. Does it feel like you were on a vacation? Does it feel weird coming back to work?
I still have to shift my schedule a little bit.
Well, I'm hoping that everybody is still having a good day and a blessed day wherever you are in the world. I hope you guys are having a great day as well. And thank you so much for my co-hosts Ash and Vadim for being here. I believe Smash is going to be popping in at some point. He's getting started. And I'm very excited to go over everything today. And also, if Vadim, if you could just talk for a minute with Ash about, I don't know, and any ideas or anything that you've heard in the game since you've been playing that's a huge help for free-to-play players. I know that they have like the investment thing where you can invest your gold and get some back. You want to talk about that?
All right. I guess looking at all of the buildings here, I will bring up the black boxing arena right away. What helped me upgrade my capos freely was ransacking. When you click that elite stage button and then that magnifying glass icon, it gives you options to ransack your capos. Although you do have to complete the general stage part and make sure it's 100% before you can ransack the capo fragments. But definitely regarding upgrading your capos, that definitely helps out a lot.
And that was something I actually just recently, she taught me that just recently. I did not really know too much about that. So thank you for
yes,
that.
Yes, of course.
Let's see here, just posting the link. Any tips or tricks you've learned along the way, Vadim, for some of the free-to-play players that you've met?
Second to Ash's idea about the black boxing arena. So the elite stage, there's some different capo fragments you can get. You can get 5 fragments for free, and if you want to dump in some gold, then you can get like 3 more fragments. So you can get 8 fragments per day.
You said 8 fragments per day?
Yeah, out of a single capo from elite stage, you have 100% exploration.
Nice. Okay. Well, we've got the link out there now, so now we're just waiting for the War Elite family to come on in. And if you guys are watching this, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you guys get notified every time we go live. Let's jump right into it. And I know some of you guys are like, oh, well, he's sponsored, so this is not something that he probably has experience talking about, but I do, guys. I'm still new. There's still so much stuff I'm learning every single day, and it's never enough. I can never get enough from these guys as far as helping me. And to be honest with you guys, I do not spend on packs on a regular basis. If I am getting any of the packs, it's to show you guys mainly what's inside of it. And even then, I still ask these guys for help. I'm like, hey, if I'm gonna get a pack, what should I buy? And so we did cover on one of the episodes, we did cover what are some of the best packs that you can get for your money. But today we're going to be talking about a free-to-play standpoint, so no spending whatsoever. And one of the first things that I learned as far as like conserving your resources is the hospitals. You only have to upgrade one of them. So you can leave the rest of your hospitals level 1 as long as at least one of your hospitals you're working on upgrading it. So you can save a lot of resources that way. If you have duplicate buildings, just upgrade one of them, and you're going to get the same effects. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's correct, right?
Unless you're struggling with prosperity to upgrade your boss villa.
Okay, right. But you do need the prosperity points in order to upgrade your boss villa, but hopefully you can get them in other ways. Okay, so the other thing too is here, guys, is for free-to-play players, you're going to want to focus on 5 capos of the same type, right?
Yes.
That's right.
But as a free-to-play player, at what juncture in the game are you going to actually have the ability to have 5 of the same types of capos? Does it happen?
If you just go through story chapters, you can. I think the very first you're gonna have 1 cavalry capo, and as you play, and the system gives you a total war. It's like 3 cavalry capos, but you can. Yeah, I mean, like do a couple of recruitment using nightclub. You're gonna get a lot of capos, of course.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that it is definitely attainable for free to play, and you guys are saying that for sure, if I wanted to get 5 tough guy capos, I could do that by just going through my storybook chapters.
Tough guy, I don't think so, but cavalry you can definitely do it, and overall you can do it through a nightclub leader as well.
Okay, so let's just say, for instance, cavalry, because you do have more, I believe, cavalry capos than anything else. So let's say you're trying to get 5 cavalry capos. Once you get all 5, you want to focus all your experience books, all your skill upgrading items, and all of that stuff just on those 5, correct? And then you're going to put them in the training center as your instructors, and you can stick the rest of your capos in the training seats, and it's going to boost the rest of your capos to the lowest level of your instructor. Correct?
That's right.
Okay. So that is how free-to-play players are going to save all their experience books that they would have spent and wasted, essentially, on the capos that are not cavalry, right? And this is just an example. So just to clarify, you want the buffs. Really quick, I just want to remind these people why it's so important to focus on the 5 that you want, right? Because you're going to get buffs. I know we talked about this before, but you're going to get buffs for having 2 of the same type of capos, 3 of the same type of capos, 4 of the same type of capos, and 5 of the same types of capos in your setup. You're going to get big buffs that are a huge help in combat. Let me think. Alright, so... Oh, okay. Are there packs that have crosses in them, or no?
Which cross? Like church crosses?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Oh, the VIP privilege packs, but you need to spend real money.
Okay. So let's just say, because we're not gonna be spending any money on packs, right? This is for the free-to-play players. Did you say something, Ash?
No.
Okay. So because we're not spending any money, you don't want to miss out on any of the rewards when you're offline. And we talked about this in the 18 reasons why War Elite is the best new mobile Mafia game video. You guys can reference that if you'd like. I would love that. But what we referenced is that you have a few features in this game that most other games do not have. And one of those features is going to be your settings options. If you go into your settings options, you can turn on certain notifications so that you receive a notification. Let's just say you sent your troops out to go gather resources, right? Because resources are going to be important for you as a free-to-play player, and also the rewards that you get that come along with, let's say, sending your troops out to the abandoned mine. I said that right that time. The abandoned mine, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
But as a free-to-play player, you really want to take advantage of your time that you have to spend in the game or outside of the game. And so what you can do is two things. Number one, you can turn on your auto rally. We've talked about this before as well, right? That auto rally is going to allow you to spend time outside of the game, and still your troops, when somebody starts a rally to hit anything on the map, your troops will automatically get put into that rally. And so this is going to get you a huge amount of rewards while you're offline, and trust me, it adds up. The game is just not a lot. It's like is got a hold of my hand right now, and it's not allowing me to do anything except for what it's telling me to do, because this is the new account. So I'm trying to get some freedom here. Damn it! Come on.
You're stuck in story chapters, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. All right. I'm trying here, guys. I promise. I guess it doesn't really matter. You know why? Because Vadim took time out of his day the other day to give us something really cool here, so I'm going to go ahead and show you. You can go to the settings in the game, and what you can do is while you're in the settings in the game, you can turn on your notification settings so that you get notified every single time you are offline and your troops are home, so that way you can send them out again. And this is huge. Like, this is a huge factor, okay? The first one, obviously, I have up here, guys, we just talked about it, is working on your 5 capos. And here is a picture for you guys, so you can see if you don't know what we're talking about. Here is images for you. So you click capos here, and they have a filter, right? This filter is a huge help. Here's the actual picture here. You're gonna click here, and it's going to allow you to pick whatever capos you have that you want to focus on, whether it be tough guy, cavalry. For in this instance, we're talking about cavalry. You can select that. You can select if you want to filter your capos by level or combat power, star rating, rarity. It even gives you the ability to siphon out the ones that you're not focused on, which if you just want to focus on your legendary capos, or you just wanted to focus on your elite or epic, you can do that. And also it has the scenario here. So if you want to set it for just levying resources, it's going to show your levy troops, your garrison, all types of stuff, attack. It's a huge help. But what we're talking about, guys, is we're talking about the settings menu. So in the settings menu, you're going to, where is it at?
If you click on
your profile picture.
Yeah, I forgot that it's not in the file that you sent to me, so I'm just gonna show them through the game.
I thought you know how to go. You told me
I do. Yeah, I do.
You know.
I was just I forgot that it wasn't in the file that you sent. Give me 1 second here, guys. Is that Smash?
Yes.
What's up, Smash? Say what's up, buddy. Okay, here we go. Settings. Let's see. Settings. Wait, is that push? Where is it? Yeah. Okay.
And use push.
It is in push?
Settings, news push.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, yeah. So these are all the settings for you guys. And there's a lot. So you want to take your time, go through, and you know, find the settings that are good for you. But as long as you have the ability to get notified every time that your troops are done gathering resources, they're coming home, you're gonna send them back out. And you want to keep doing this, guys. Like, you really don't want to waste time as a free-to-play player. You really don't. And whether that means being able to be back in the game to help your alliance do stuff that needs to be done, or maybe you're at work or you're sleeping. They give you an 8-hour auto rally. So for 8 hours while you're sleeping, you can be, you know, your troops will be nonstop grinding. But what you want to do is make sure that you have enough gasoline or energy, because if you run out, then I mean there's really no point setting your auto rally. But between turning on the settings, so that way you don't miss any time gathering in the auto rally, you're gonna have lots of rewards and a lot of resources to spend. Okay, give me 1 second here. This is a nuisance, and I apologize. I should have ran through the intro, because they're just really just nonstop. They won't let go of my hand. Okay, so the next thing I would say on the list is of importance here is gasoline and energy. So that way free-to-play players have the ability to utilize the auto rally and get all of these important items that you really do need. You're not going to be able to continuously upgrade your church unless you have these crosses. I do want to emphasize this because this church is super important, and if you're not hitting these mercenary bases with your alliance, you're really missing out, and you're going to essentially shoot yourself in the foot, because everybody else is going to be developing their buildings, and you're not going to be able to. So it's either you're in the game hitting mercenary bases with your alliance, or you're selecting that auto rally and making sure you have the energy and the gas. This is a question for the more experienced players here that I have on the panel. What are some ways that free-to-play players can ensure that they have a constant supply of gas and energy?
You can get gasoline from taking beauties, and make sure like every week you can buy like 30 gasoline packs, like the 100 gasoline pack from VIP store, using the in-game resources not gold. So make sure you buy that every single week.
Right, yeah, and you can use that just using regular resources, guys. Are there any other ways to get gasoline or energy as a free-to-play player?
You complete some event tasks.
Okay. And also, what about the nightclub? Because I know you get a free chance for a regular normal recruit, and then I believe a free chance for an elite recruit. Are there other ways to get these tickets?
The rallies, like the mercenary based rallies, like there's a chance like you're gonna get a regular recruit or the elite recruit. Those cards. There's a random chance to drop them.
Okay.
And after completing all your daily tasks, that last chest will give you a black gold card too.
Nice,
Right.
nice. It's so hard because like they limit me right now on the things that I can even show, and this was not a well thought out on my end. I did not realize how limited it really is as a brand new player. Okay, so some of the things that you're going to need in order to actually raise the tier level of your capos, you're going to need your capo fragments, right? And you're also going to need the blue skulls, right? In order to upgrade your skills.
Right.
The elite pendants. So I know detective agency is one of the most important things for a free-to-play player. Why is it so important to max out all of your attempts on your detective agency every day? I know you do get the capo fragments, you get the pendants. What other reasons as a free-to-play player would you need to know to make sure you're maxing this out every day?
For one, your skills are not to be upgraded using those pendants. The sandbags help upgrade those skills.
Sorry. Yes, sandbags.
You're getting sandbags from rescue missions in the detective agency.
Are there any other things to note about the detective agency for a free-to-play player?
One thing that's cool is after, like, just say you are beating level 14 rioters and you beat them and you can go to 15. Once you completely kill the next level rioter, they actually offer you some really cool, like, experience books. They give you a lot of rewards. I wish I could pull it up, but I've already reached my max amount
It's
of
like
rioters.
5,000.
Yes, so that's very helpful when upgrading your capos as well. They offer you other rewards. I just can't remember. I always enjoyed that they give
It's
you a lot of
the
experience.
Mockingbird fragments.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Tried using my another account.
The other thing for sure that I can say is the airport, right? For a free-to-play player, once you click on the airport icon, when you are starting out, you're going to notice something. All these little gift boxes, right? And what that's doing is it's telling you, click on these locations, it's going to take you to this location, and you're going to get all of these gifts, right? Bouquet of roses for your beauties, automatically collects that, it's going to go to the next one, and it's going to prompt you to check all these places out on the map, right? But even better than that, after you've discovered all those, if you go back to the airport and you find the bridges, right? These bridges are important for a lot of reasons, but mainly for a free-to-play player that's just starting out, you want these rewards. And so you're going to go to every single bridge, explore these locations, and get these items. It's going to be a huge help. Every little bit helps as a free-to-play. But one thing I will say is that gold is a hot topic in this game. How much you have of it, what you're using it on, how much you saved, you know what I'm saying? All of these things, but it is one of the resources that you're going to get the least of as a free-to-play. So what are some things you can do to maximize the amount of gold that you're getting on a regular basis? And what are some things to avoid spending your gold on?
Don't spend gold like to speed up your development.
What else are you going to avoid spending gold on? Because I know there's a lot of different things that'll allow you to spend the gold on, a lot of things that's going to prompt you to spend the gold on, and a lot of things that's going to tempt you to spend the gold on. So you're saying definitely not spending gold to speed anything up, right?
Right, if you're a free-to-play player, don't do that.
I think the VIP shop really does prompt you to spend your gold, and I would recommend not doing that. Mainly
Black market is the same thing. Black market.
Okay. What are some things that you would suggest that if you were going to spend your gold on something, what would that be?
Church and bell tower parts.
Church and bell tower parts. Okay.
The VIP store also offers elite capo medals and your epic capo medals. I always purchase those out.
Okay, yeah, and that's actually good because the VIP shop kind of limits you. Like, you can't buy unlimited amounts of things, so it does limit you. Like, you know, you might get a couple of something, but not much. So it's a good thing. Okay, is there anything else that you've spent gold on that you felt like it was not a waste?
Black boxing arena ransacking, like Ash talked about.
Okay. Now, once you get your gold, do you suggest constantly putting it into the, what the heck do they call it? The,
Loan company.
Yeah, the loan company. You recommend doing that as much as possible?
Yes.
I actually don't have that unlocked right now, but hopefully I will before the end of this stream. Okay, so I want to go back to this really cool chart that Vadim has made us here, guys. So I've got it zoomed in. I'm hoping that the picture quality is good. So I do want to talk about the resource management. one thing that you definitely want to note is, since, again, as a free-to-play, you don't want to waste time. You want to be able to gather your resources at the fastest possible rate, right? And so if you're sending out your troops and you do not have the ability to only use transporters, then that's understandable, right? But if you do have the ability to only use your transporters, you're going to get a levy speed buff, right? Your levy speed is going to be increased by, I believe, is what, 33%?
No, it's the one that whenever the capo is maxed. So like if you use a levy capo, it provides buffs like regardless.
Okay, so
Just like the only difference is like how much the buff you get.
okay, and with using the filter here, so you can use the filter when selecting your capos and your troops here. You can actually select the levy icon, and that's going to put your levy capos and your levy troops in a formation, or just your capos?
Just your capo.
Okay, so
I mean, like you can use levy capos to carry other types of troops. Doesn't matter. You still get the buff.
Okay, so as long as you have the levy troops and capos in there, you'll still get the buffs.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so definitely know the difference between your levy troops, your regular troops, and your levy capos and your regular capos. You want to know the difference, guys, because as Vadim just said, it's going to give you guys a huge resource gathering speed buff, and you guys are going to be hauling in a lot more resources on the regular than you would just using regular capos or regular troops. And thank you for creating this. This is a very easy to follow guide here, and also I showed you guys in here, but he also gave you guys a really cool picture so you guys can see in your notification settings exactly what it looks like. And he even did a red box around the troops have returned. Notify me when your troops return to the city. This is exactly what you want to look for when you're in your settings. Okay, so if you levy in the Alliance resource building, you cannot be attacked. That's another thing to note when you're on the map. And also, we have a few notes here. Do not open your resources in the inventory. Those can be taken from you if you are in a new server where, you know, attacks are frequent. You definitely want to make sure you're conserving the resources in your inventory as much as humanly possible. When resources are insufficient, fast use button will draw the required resources amount from your inventory, so you don't have to take all of your resources out in order to use them for your buildings. That's a great thing to note as well. So another thing here is, if you guys have the ability, maybe you're using clone apps, or maybe you're using Nox or BlueStacks or some type of emulator, you guys can use farm accounts, right? Farm accounts are huge. I guess it's probably frowned upon, but it's not a bannable offense. People have been using them for a very long time, and honestly, it's a huge help. You can use your farm accounts for a lot of reasons. They call them farm accounts because people use it. It's an extra account in the same server as your main account, and you're using them to constantly gather resources and then send them to yourself. Also, they're a huge help when it comes to the help button. As you can see here, he has a picture of it, and also it's a red border around here, the help button, right? And you're going to use the help button to knock off training time or building construction time, or it's a huge help all around, not just for yourself.
To make a correction here.
Yeah.
Because like the alliance help, like you cannot use alliance help for your troop training.
Okay, sorry. So just for buildings and research, right?
Also troop healing. If you have a lot of wounded troops.
Got you. Okay. Oh yeah, you do have that here. Ask for help for wounded troops, right? Okay. Interface of church crosses and clock parts. Speed ups in gold. Okay. We got here, do not use gold unless for church or bell tower. So it says here, levy gold, level 16 research institute required to unlock this technology. Okay, so your research building has to be at least level 16 to be able to upgrade the tech, which is levy gold. And you can search for gold mines. So what would you say is an average amount of gold that you could levy a day once you've upgraded so that you can levy
Depends
gold?
on how much time. Depends on how much time you spend in the game. Like you can, for me, I can get 250 gold every 90 minutes.
250 gold every hour and a half. So if you get
Right.
250 every hour and a half, so 3 hours, that's 500. 6 hours, that's 1,000. So let's say you're levying 6 hours a day, you could get about 1,000 free gold a day.
That's right.
That's crazy.
Because like before I talked to developers, okay, like before, like the amount of gold in a single gold mine, like only 10. So like that's why no one wants to levy gold. Okay, I said I think you're gonna have to increase that amount. So they increased it to 50.
Interesting. Okay, so again though guys, this just gives credence to what we've said before, where the developers are actually listening to the players. And you know, this is huge for free to play. Like I'm gonna be honest, and you guys can call me a noob if you want to. You guys realize I didn't know that you could farm gold in this game, right?
Probably you don't have that technology unlocked.
Bro, I didn't know that you could farm gold in this game.
No, but you just have to search for the gold mines manually because like you cannot do it using the search function in the game.
But bro, that's so huge, bro. Like farming.
No, you're just gonna have to look for the gold mines manually.
Bro, I will spend all day looking for gold mines because I didn't know I could do it. Like that's huge.
Now, that's how I got my church level to level 25 on my other accounts. I do not spend a single penny on.
Okay, so, you know, we talked about how you can conserve experience books. What's the best way to get your hands on experience books for your capos?
Auto
Attacking
rally
riders are huge.
or attacking riders.
Okay.
But it's like all of them are fuel hungry.
You said all of them what?
Fuel hungry. It's gonna consume a lot of gasoline.
Okay. And sandbags, experience books we've talked about. What is the best way to get as many capos unlocked as humanly possible and as quickly as possible for a free to play?
Black boxing arena or nightclub.
Okay. And so just so people are aware, the nightclub tickets we talked about already. If you guys are just now coming in, by the way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are just now coming in, definitely want to watch from the beginning so you guys can figure out the best ways as a free-to-play player to get the nightclub tickets, right? And that essentially is how you're going to unlock your capos as quickly as humanly possible.
Some of the rare capos, you need to participate in events such as Top Godfather. I mean, even though you don't achieve a very good position, like in overall ranking, you're still gonna get a lot of capo fragments for those rare capos.
Okay. And look,
And sometimes the game comes out with capos that you can earn for free as well by completing events.
well, that's what I was going to talk about next. Events, right? This is probably the most important thing for a free-to-play, is the rewards that you get doing the events. And I do want to talk about what are some of the events that you have to absolutely take advantage of, like 100% as a free-to-play, that have the best rewards.
Top Godfather Stage 3, because you don't have to spend anything on it. You just keep gathering resources.
Okay. So, Top Godfather event. Is there a
Stage 3.
Stage 3. Are there any other events that come very frequently that you want to take advantage of?
Sorry, I'm pulling up my activity calendar to see.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't. I'm not there yet. I'm trying so hard.
Harley's trial.
Harley's trial. And why is that important?
Because you can get a lot of Harley fragments for free.
Okay. And
I mean Harley. I mean, if you have an overall lineup, is a must-have for your lineup.
Harley is a must-have. Why?
If you have like 5 overall capos as a lineup.
Okay.
I don't know if they offer the capo gathering event to the new server yet, but that one's important because you can get legendary capo fragments. They offer, it's different for us sometimes, but you can get legendary capos for free that way too.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because I think that's probably going to be one of the first things. Like, I remember I noticed the legendary capos just look so cool. I didn't know anything about them, but I was like looking at all of them going, dang, I want all of these, right? So as a free-to-play player, let's talk about some of the legendary capos that you do get and can get, and how do you get them?
Tool War, pretty sure everyone has it. You just get it by like you staying online for a long time.
Tournament of War?
No, Tool War. It's the capo with the
like
scimitar.
Wait, I'm sorry, I'm just not understanding. I apologize.
Robert Morton is the name.
Robert Morton.
You're definitely gonna get it. Just every single new player gets it.
Okay.
I think you have to be online for like 30 minutes.
Right. You're gonna get 10 of his fragments.
Okay. I'm trying to find Robert now. Robert. Here he is. Robert Morton. Okay, so you can get Robert Morton how?
Like as a new player, you just by staying online for 30 minutes.
Okay. So you guys are gonna get him. Are there any other
The online rewards, yeah. And like detective agency, you can get his fragments. It gives you a lot of his fragments. Also black boxing arena.
Okay. Are there any other legendary capos that you'll get as a free to play?
The preacher. The same way except online rewards. Like you can get him from nightclub, black boxing arena, and detective agency.
Okay.
Most of the legendary capos you can by chance receive in that nightclub.
Oh, dang. Okay, so you guys heard it. The nightclub is going to be your #1 way to get your legendary capos for free. So you're really going to want to do as much as humanly possible to get these. I always want to call them tickets.
The card recruitment cards. You can say that.
Yeah.
Like
gold.
I said in the previous episodes before, if you do not spend those recruitment cards, they're garbage.
Okay. Noted. Beauties. Let's talk about beauties as a free-to-play player. What do we got to do as a free-to-play player to get as many beauties as quickly as possible?
You can only get 4 beauties by completing story chapters.
Okay. So this chapter book here is the free-to-play player's guide to everything, right?
Like early stage and middle stage, yes. Late stage, you're gonna have to explore everything by yourself.
Okay. So this actually has me excited. I think what I'm gonna do, guys, is I think I'm gonna keep grinding away on this server 8 account, and we'll use this as our free-to-play guide. This is just part 1. Once I have unlocked everything, so that way I'm not constantly being caged, so I could show you guys like all the buildings and stuff.
You just need to complete chapter 6, I think.
Chapter 6. Oh, well, I'm very close. Promote your boss villa to level 4. Alright. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's see. if we can get it there. What else? Can you guys think of anything else that would be super important as a free-to-play player? Something that, you know, you'd have to spend money on ordinarily?
I would say just the church and bell tower stuff. It's gonna drive you mad after you get your like boss build to level 25.
Why is that?
Because I think Ash, she's still grinding for the church, right?
I actually got impatient, maxed it out.
No, did you? That's great.
Yeah, it's gonna drive you mad after you like at the very late stage. You won't notice that now, but it's gonna drive you mad. Church and bell tower.
But I mean, if your auto rally is always on while you're asleep, I mean, you should get there in, like, essentially half the time it would, right? As if you didn't, right?
Because like most people, they just didn't notice like they're gonna get stuck at church like at the very late of the game.
Okay. What
Like
is
you a warning over here.
Wait, what?
You're gonna get stuck at church and bell tower. After you have achieved the final level of your boss build.
Interesting.
If you do not save your gold and you don't spend money, if you don't save your gold, you're gonna get stuck in it and you're gonna feel super frustrated.
Well, let me ask you another question. When it comes to players that are trying to progress as quickly as possible, for a free-to-play, you should be trying to get into the most active alliance, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Obviously, besides, you know, having experienced players there and players that are willing to help give you resources if you need them, what are some other things that are beneficial, especially for a free-to-play player, as far as joining an active alliance?
Because like your alliance help gets filled quickly, and like the most active alliance usually has the most advanced alliance technology. It can just help you with the development.
Not only that, but if your alliance is fighting to receive those first occupation rewards for getting to a bridge or a casino first, they really help you get those really high level resource packets or whatever they're called. They'll give you the highest one you can receive, I think. No, only 1,500,000.
Sheesh.
Those really help.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, dang, like I feel that was one thing that surprised the hell out of me. When I first got in the alliance, every morning I would click on my alliance tab.
Alliance
and I would
daily
have so much
resources.
stuff. Yeah, there's so much stuff.
Yeah, so definitely joining the alliance that is going to receive most of those buildings right away is going to help you grow faster.
Yeah, heck yeah. I'm looking at the Way of the Godfather event right now, and it's just doing simple tasks. I'm getting such great rewards. Look at all these speed ups: 1 hour research, 1 hour construction, 5 minute research, 5 minute construction, 100 gas, just by doing my dailies here. That's amazing.
They made it more friendly because like for us, like old players, it was not like that. So they made it more friendly for new generation of players.
Yeah, look at this shit, dude. Okay, whoa. I'm not the best at math, but we got 10, 18. That's like 26. That's so many clock tower parts, clock parts. Like that's so crazy. It goes on and on with it. Look at this stuff, dude. You guys really have to check everything. Like I just found 3 more rewards that I didn't know was there because it was like shining gold, but like everything is gold. So like just click on everything, read everything when it comes to these events. Click on all the red icons. I know it'll drive you crazy at first, but really it's worth it. Don't forget to do your free tarot divination as well. You're gonna get great rewards there. Click on all the tabs, guys. Like, look at this, another gold, another 1 hour speed up, like more and more and more rewards. It's so much. Like I said, guys, this is just part 1 for the free-to-play guide. I'm gonna take notes, be writing things down, any little things that I could think of that's gonna help you guys as a free to play, so you guys can enjoy the game as much as humanly possible without having to reach into your wallets. We appreciate you guys for watching and supporting the channel. Thank you so much to iFund.com for sponsoring our content, and thank you so much to my co-hosts for taking time out of their day to be here as always to help us. Thank you Vadim, Smash, thank you Ash Bash. Is there anything you guys want to say to the people before we get out of here?
Just want to touch a bit on free to play. There's a free to play in the game. As we know, all free to play playing games like this, the only thing that you can do to help yourself grow faster is to grind. You gotta spend a lot of time on it. You gotta grind a lot compared to those spenders. So as long as you have the time to spend on the game, grind as much as you can.
Agreed. Absolutely.
What exactly I was gonna say. So.
What about you, Vadim? Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
I mean, just make it simple. I mean, no difference. Just like if you don't spend your money, spend your time.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you guys get notified every time we go live. Really appreciate you guys, and I will be back at 11:15 p.m. for your second War Elite live stream. I really hope to see you guys then, and until next time, y'all, peace.
Sorry guys, because the kids are at home, they're very noisy, so I couldn't participate much in the podcast.
No worries, brother. No worries. You were here with us in spirit.
You can change your you can change that to push to talk, so like we don't get the background feedback thing.
I've never used push to talk.
Where's the push to talk?
In the setting for that push to